We're going to call the January 12th meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mrs. Schmitz?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Here.
Mrs. Mossing?
Here.
Mrs. Stevens?
Here. Follow with the Pledge of Allegiance.
That's very volatile.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yes, he is.
All right. Is there any board members who desire to add, delete, or separate any items of the agenda as proposed? No. All right, so we just need a motion. We do have an addition, that is in section
Other business?
other business. Other business step granting a diploma, so that was added this afternoon. I just want to point that out, because that was not, in our original email. But other than that, I just need a motion to approve the meeting agenda as presented for the regular board meeting on January 12th, 2026.
So moved. Or.
Roll call?
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mrs. Schmitz?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mrs. Mossing?
Yes.
Mrs. Stevens?
Yes, motion carries. We get a motion to approve the minutes of the regular board meeting held on December 15th, 2025.
Move.
Support.
Roll call?
Carr?
Yes.
Mrs. Schmitz?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mrs. Mossing?
Yes.
Mrs. Stevens?
Yes, motion carries. Are there any board members with correspondence? No. Mr. Carroll? Mr. Samola? No? All right, Mr. Samola, we continue recognizing guests and visitors.
Thanks for guys. Thank you for being here. Please just introduce yourself. Brett, sorry. Oh, your name.
Trent Williams. Dr. Dolores Swineford. Jenny Connerman. Amber Hinsel. Brittany Schmidland.
That's right. Bernie Roofer? Lucas Burkholder?
All right, awesome. Thank you, everyone. Seeing that no one has registered to address the board, we're going to jump right into Mr. Carroll's financial reports.
Thank you. You have a stack of financials in front of you. The first page is our cash reconciliation. And this shows that our accounting software is balanced with our banks. The financial summary by fund, and this shows how we are currently appropriated with the county auditor. Cash summary shows our current fund balance for each fund and account, and purchase orders as well. We have the disbursement summary. These are the checks that we issued during the month of December. First graph you see is the general fund revenue and expenses. This compares last December to this December. And then also to the current forecast that we have. At the end of December, we are 50% of the way through the FY26. We will have a new forecast coming out next month to approve. The state changed the deadlines, so that'll be next month. The second graph you see are payroll benefits broken down. I spent 50% of our payroll budget and 49% of our benefits budget. In addition to the reports, we did receive 2 donations to our student assistance fund. One on here from John and Marianne McPatrick. She did drop off a $2,500 check. And this was very, very kind. So I'd like to just recognize her on this. They wanted to make sure that they could help out with students. They needed lunch money, if they needed to go to camp, if they needed a winter coat. So we were very thankful for that. We do have 2 budget increases, one to athletic fund and then a transfer for one of the student assistance fund transfers. And then we also have our grants that were reallocated from the state. So you'll see those adjustments on there. And then our tax budget for next fiscal year has to be sent to the county auditor. So those are all items on the financial agenda.
Any questions for Mr. Carroll right now? All right, then we're going to jump into the financial section of the agenda. It's recommended by Brian Carroll, Treasurer, to approve the following financial items. The financial reports we just reviewed, To accept the following donations, $100 anonymous donation to the Student Assistance Fund, $2,500 from John and Marianne McCutcheon to the Student Assistance Fund. Also to approve the following transfers, appropriation modifications, and amend resources accordingly. An increase to athletics for $25,000. Transfer of $50 from student assistance to food service. We also need to approve the following grants, modify appropriations, and amend resources accordingly. Title I, $3,045.17. Title II, $2,743.70. Title IV, $69.73. IDEAB, $23,473.08. ESCE, $10.48. High school STEM grant from Parker and Hannafin for $3,000. We also need to approve the 5-year forecast and debt schedule as a tax budget for the fiscal year beginning July 1st, 2026. The tax budget is required to be filed with the Fulton County Auditor. This time, I just need a motion to approve financial reports and other financial items.
So moved.
Support. Any questions or discussion?
I just real quick, I just want to thank Mr. and Mrs. Mrs. McCutcheon for the donation. Very kind of them.
Roll call?
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mrs. Schmitz?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mrs. Lawson?
Yes.
Mrs. Seaver?
Yes, motion carried. We're gonna move on to personnel. Need a motion to add the following individuals to the approved district substitute list pending the completion of any and all licensure requirements and background checks. Leighton Wilson as a teacher, as a district substitute teacher, and Olivia Stein as a district substitute teacher. We also need to offer the following supplemental contracts for the 25-26 year pending the completion of all pupil activity permit requirements. I'm gonna give you a second there to look at some of these spring coaches. At this time, we just need a motion to approve the above listed personnel positions.
Four.
Questions or discussion? Mr. Small, I'm still looking for a JV baseball coach. That's still. I know we were going in.
I believe so.
Okay.
All right, roll call?
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mrs. Schmitz?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mrs. Lawson?
Yes.
Mrs. Seaver?
Yes, motion carried. We're gonna move on to other business. This is another income tax resolution. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I'm gonna read the beginning and then I'm gonna jump down to section 5. So we need a motion to approve a resolution declaring it necessary to renew a school district income tax and requesting certification of alternative tax rates, revised code 5748.02. Section 5, it is found and determined that all formal action of this Board of Education concerning or related to the adoption of this resolution was adopted in an open meeting of this board, and all deliberations of this board that resulted in such formal actions were adopted in meetings open to the public in compliance with all applicable requirements of the Ohio Revised Code.
So moved. Four.
Questions or discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Schmitz?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mrs. Lawson?
Yes.
Mrs. Seaver?
Yes, motion carried. Then move on to an overnight trip for the high school quiz team. We need a motion to approve an overnight trip for team members, Advisor Bill Blanchong, and other parent chaperones to attend the National Academic Quiz Bowl Tournament in Chicago, Illinois. Attendees will depart on Friday, April 24th, 2026, and stay at the Hyatt Regency Hotel in Chicago during the competition and return on Sunday, April 26th. The high school quiz team is commended for its hard work and accomplishments.
Four.
Questions or discussion? How many years in a row is this for them?
The one before I even
Awesome.
arrived, so.
Great job.
Awesome. All right, roll call?
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mrs. Schmitz?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mrs. Lawson?
Yes.
Mrs. Seaver?
Yes, motion carries. Need a motion to approve the granting of a high school diploma to Julia Stipp. Ms. Stipp has met all graduation requirements as determined by the high school principal.
So moved.
Support. A roll call?
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mrs. Schmitz,
Yes.
Mr. Miller. Yes. Mrs. Lawson.
Yes.
Mrs. Egan.
Yes, motion carries. Mr. Simola, would you like to continue with discussion and information?
In your packet, you have a copy of our first semester bullying report. We had 0 incidents that qualified as bullying based on district policy and Ohio State. So proud to present that we had a good semester there without any confirmed bullying. Next item, at the last meeting, the board approved the trip for the ag students, the next gen trip. We needed to make an adjustment to the date of that trip by moving it up a day due to flights. So just noting that there, the trip has already been approved, but we are adjusting departure date by 1 day.
Awesome. All right. Mr. Frank?
Wanted to say welcome to Mrs. Mossing and Mrs. Schmitz for joining the school board.
you.
First off, EES is getting back in the swing of things as we get back from break. The teachers have done a great job reestablishing our routines and expectations, which is important after 2 weeks off. Our students are starting to work on their middle of year benchmark assessments, so this is data that the teachers gather, and it's very valuable for planning future instruction and seeing that progress as the students go throughout the year. A group of us administrators as well as teachers is going to go through an English language arts curriculum adoption here soon. So Dr. Swineford and I will help the teachers, and we'll be adopting a new program for the 26-27 school year. We have Family STEAM Night coming up at EES. That'll be February 5th from 6 to 7. And this is for students pre-K through 5th grade. And another event, the Daddy Daughter Dance, will be February 12th. And that will be information that comes out from MVP here soon. And lastly, I wanted to recognize Jody Stacy, a 3rd grade teacher. We started doing a staff spotlight this year, and Jody was our first one picked. She has been at Evergreen for 28 years, so she's a staple at EES. A quote from her that says, "Evergreen Elementary is a great place to teach because of its strong sense of community, positive school culture, and commitment to help every student succeed." So I wanted to thank Mrs. Stacy for her hard work. And we'll continue to recognize some staff members as we go throughout the rest of the year. Any questions?
Thank you.
All right,
Awesome,
thank you.
thank you, Mr. Frank. Mr. Burkholder?
Good evening. Not a lot of new information since last time we had a board meeting, because we're in break obviously in between there. A couple things taking place. We do have a new set, I should say, of People's Champs. Our teacher for the month of January is Maura Rupplinger. Maura was one of the 5th grade teachers that came up with the 5th grade move that we had, which she's newer to Evergreen in terms of it's only her 3rd year, but she's been kind of vital in that movement for the 5th grade team up to our building. Which I don't know, we haven't talked about that a lot since that move has been made, but I will say, like, having the 5th grade unit up at the middle school has actually made a really nice group between the 5th and 6th grade teachers curating an experience for those kids. Kind of like we were aiming for, where the 7th and 8th grade have their own experience, and some of that's highlighted here with what our end of the semester activities were. I also want to highlight Eleanor Shooter. She's our gifted teacher that we have. She's in her 2nd year now. Eleanor's a pretty amazing teacher. If you've never met her before, she works not only in middle school but also at elementary. For part of her day, and she works with a lot of different teachers because she's our only gifted teacher that we have. She's excellent. She works good with anybody and everybody, and she really cares about the kids. So she's been awesome to have in the district for the last 2 years now. We celebrated our 2nd quarter success this last week. We do that in a couple ways. We do our all A's breakfast, which of our 5th through 8th graders, we had 80 students achieve the all A's breakfast last Friday. And then we had another 207 kids make the honor roll. We also passed out right before break our row character awards that we always do. Those are non-academic awards. Those are awards that are passed out for character traits that they bring to the building. And we had 52 students earn an award for that. And then we had our normal Christmas festivities. The volleyball team played the football team in volleyball. Volleyball team still reigns supreme in our building. That streak continues. Special thank you to all the administration staff that helped me put on that for the day, so the teachers could have a nice Christmas lunch. Wasn't for them, it would be me managing all those kids by myself. So Upcoming events for us, we have our eighth graders going to Fort County here this next week on the fifteenth. For this week on the fifteenth, this is a good experience for them. They get to see Fort County and see what's offered before they get to high school, so they can start preparing for that. We also have egg safety days coming up. We're doing this again this year. It's a really good experience for the high school egg students lead egg safety activities for our middle school kids. Things that are very common for our area, things that maybe not all kids are exposed to. And then we'll have our DARE graduation. It's now scheduled for January 30th. Knock on wood, that's been a rescheduled event multiple years in a row because of weather, so we're hoping to keep it the same. So, any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Burkholder. Mr. Roofer.
Good evening. Again, not a lot of school days since last meeting. The counseling office has been busy. We do have all grades finalized. As a reminder, we get grades from 5 different universities, 4 county. They're all on different grade scales, so those are all updated. Transcripts are updated. Those will go out to seniors on Friday, then we go down from there. So that was quite the task for Mrs. Pinkman and Mrs. Brame. As a reminder, we have our CCP parent meeting, which is required by the state on January 21st at 4:30 in the gym. Dr. Swineford will also be leading an AP meeting immediately following at 5 for students and parents interested in AP classes. I want to recognize Lily Eisel and Donovan Dula. They were awarded the Fall Athletic Sportsmanship Award. So coaches make nominations, Mr. Hendricks reviews those, and then those are selected. So knowing those 2 students, those are well deserved. And the last thing on my report is it's been ongoing throughout the year, but we have a few seniors who are participating in a pre-apprenticeship program through Ohio Meets Jobs. The 7 county schools are collaborating together, so they are attending class there once a month all day, and now they're going to start transitioning to some internships, job shadows, to kind of get them out of the building and slowly transition them for their careers. So it's our first year for that, so we're going to evaluate it, and I've had a lot of positive feedback from the kids involved, so just kind of wanted to share that's been some of our goals to help prepare kids for careers. Good. Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Roofer. Mr. Williams.
Good evening, everyone. Start off with some projects that are ongoing and things that we're gonna be working on. Go to high school. I've been working on changing out all the soap dispensers, toilet paper, paper towel dispensers. We're trying it in high school first. Hopefully it's gonna save some time, a little bit of money. It's a whole lot more product and product's cheaper. If it works well, we're gonna do all 3 buildings, which is roughly 150 dispensers. And then over break, we worked on deep cleaning the bleachers in high school, both home and visitors. Pretty big project, but we're able to get it done for the most part. I did have a quote for $19,000 for a company to come do it, so we've decided we're gonna try to keep fitting that into breaks, and hopefully we can stay on top of it. And then also in high school, touch-up paint, drywall repairs. The ceiling out here between the guidance office and high school office, I've noticed there's a bunch of cracks that run through it, and then there's a few big holes from where they took the old camera system down. Like to see that fixed, repainted. Also, high school gym, the drywall, as you walk in, there's a few holes in that. Bunch of dents from baseballs and other activities, like to see that fixed and painted as well. And then moving into the middle school gym. All the paint's peeling off the walls, so I'm hoping we can look into getting that repainted. From what we could see, 2022 was already, it was repainted in 2022, so it hadn't been that long. But it's looking pretty bad. And then the front doors in the middle school, coming into the main office there, I'm getting a quote to get those all replaced. I'm hoping it's just doors, but it might be frames, the whole workings. And then the lockers, middle school lockers. Open to suggestions on what to do with those. It's gonna be a pretty big expense to replace them all or paint them. Kind of what we wanna do. I did reach out to, it's called School Fix. They're roughly about $380 per locker. I think we need, what do we say, about $350. That's not install. So not sure which way we wanna go on with that. And then also in middle school, roof, multiple roof leaks. I talked to contractors that are currently working on the high school roof, and was kind of picking their brain a little bit, and they said it's been kind of a ticking time bomb for many years that they've known of, so patching it's not really doing it, so we're eventually gonna have to look into replacing that as well. Elementary school, we've been having a lot of lights go out, all the ceiling lights, classroom lights, all over the place down there. Reach out to the company that we purchased them from, they were still under warranty for 10 years. They sent us replacement parts to fix them, so we've currently fixed, 52 lights, we still probably have 20 to go. So that's coming along well, and then we also need to look at installing a mini split for the IT office down there. They currently have heat, but they don't have AC, so they're required to leave the door open in the summer, which they don't wanna leave it open to get the air in there. That's it for elementary, and then moving into grounds. Dylan purchased a bunch of yellow tile to go on top of the football fence, that's here, we're gonna start working on that when a little bit better weather, get that done. Concrete sidewalks from door 7. Hopefully, we can stop at door 13, but we may have to carry it all the way out to the softball field, it's looking pretty bad, a lot of holes. We also installed 2 new flashing speed limit signs out in front of the high school. Few hiccups in the beginning, but they seem to be working well now. Then just moving forward, keep cleaning up grounds and lots of poles and signs and all sorts of things to straighten one spring here. And then bus garage ag shop, we had to replace the rooftop unit that was up there. They found a hole in the heat exchanger on a PM, so it shut down. So that's been installed and done. The heat exchanger itself was 7,000. A new unit was gonna be 18,000. Unit was 23 years old, so we chose just to move on. That's all I got. Any questions?
Thank you, Mr. Williams.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Small.
Yeah, we have begun the process of planning for next school year already. Building level staffing meetings have been scheduled. We're not planning to add any additional staff for next year, but also with state funding cuts, we don't plan to cut any positions. And down the road, we'll look at, natural attrition should reductions be needed. Definitely taking a conservative approach to spending as we plan for next year with the new legislation that's going in, and we're going to be getting less, so. But the planning process has started there. We continue to plan for monthly safety drills using the 911 Inform system. These drills will not be communicated in advance to staff and students going forward to simulate a more realistic experience. So gave notice, and I think students know what to expect. It's not new, but we need to get regular drills so that people know how to respond, and we catch ways to improve. And on the strategic planning front, we're looking at the direction we need to move with high school programming for the future. What do our students want and need for the future, and what is the district realistically able to provide them? We do a great job with students planning to go to college. What new can we provide students who want to choose another path? So the administrative team is meeting to start this process. We'll then expand to staff, students, and community members. So we will be looking at that the entire second semester down the road, new programs that looks at then facilities to accommodate them, but we need to know where do we want to go academically is the next step. Or we'll also be invited to give feedback as we start developing ideas, so. More to come there. Any questions?
Thank you, Mr. Small. Are there any board members with questions or concerns? Okay, then at this time, we just need a motion to adjourn the January 12th, 2026 regular meeting of the Evergreen Local Board of Education.
Or.
Roll call.
Mr. Carr,
Yes.
Mrs. Schmitz,
Yes.
Mr. Miller,
Yes.
Mrs. Mossing,
Yes.
Mrs. Keeper.
Yes. All right.